Chad, up first is Amari Jefferson out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's the 36th ranked wide receiver in the country and the 208th best player overall. What is the latest intel after he took last-minute visits last week to Tennessee and Alabama?
You know, on my end, Josh, things have really stayed about the same, I would say, the last couple of months. I've heard nothing new since the visits to Tennessee on Friday, Alabama on Saturday, to really change my personal narrative, which has been Bama having a slight edge over Tennessee and then Georgia running up in the third spot really since, early June, early summer, late spring. So I think both schools gave him their final presentation, final pitch, and both were, I think, successful visits for the family. But right now I've heard nothing to change anything on my end from Bama having that slight edge over Tennessee.
Yeah, I know you mentioned Georgia as that third team. Do we think this is more of a two-team race with Georgia kind of sitting way out there in third, or do the Dogs have a chance to land Amari Jefferson on Saturday?
You know, they still probably have a hat on the table, Josh, but I've been kind of painting the picture that it was Tennessee, Alabama for 6 to 8 weeks, then Georgia kind of on the outside looking in. Again, kind of going back to what I said a second ago, really nothing's changed there. I think Georgia is definitely running a distant third right now behind Alabama and Tennessee.
Now, Amari Jefferson has made a commitment, and he did commit to Tennessee, the baseball program. How much will that play into this impending decision on Saturday?
It's big. You know, I think at one time he thought he was going all baseball. He's been committed to Tennessee baseball program for 2 years. So he's been a baseball, football, just a real athlete growing up since childhood. And he loves baseball, loves football. I think he had a big sophomore season in football, started to get those kind of Power 5 major SEC offers. And it kind of opened his eyes to kind of reset and rethink kind of what he wants to do long term and really where his future is the brightest. I think he's now definitely examined the baseball programs at Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee. That will play a role in his decision, but I think ultimately he's going to pick the school he best fits in from a football perspective. But he does plan at least to play his freshman year, both baseball and football, where he ends up.
Yeah, last weekend, Alabama lost five-star wide receiver Perry Thompson. He flipped to Auburn over the weekend, the same weekend that Amari Jefferson was on campus. Do you think this makes Jefferson an even bigger priority for Alabama now?
Well, obviously, Bama would love to have both. They're going to keep recruiting Perry Thompson for sure. They're different types of players, different types of receivers. One more outside being Perry Thompson, one being Amari, more of a inside, move around type of guy as an athlete more. So obviously, I think when you lose one, you definitely want to capitalize and pick that momentum back up on the recruiting trail and then win a battle. So from that side of things, that aspect, I think it does make Jefferson that much more of a priority. But again, I think Bama wants to get Thompson back or someone like him in that frame, that skill set to go along if they can get Jefferson as well.
Gotcha. So let's say this does continue to trend Alabama's way and he ends up picking the Tide. Do you think that him being an in-state target for Tennessee, do you think the Vols go away quietly, or is this somebody that they continue to recruit all the way through National Signing Day?
I think they'll recruit him. Obviously, the relationship's there. He's an in-state kid. He's down the road in Chattanooga at the Baylor School, a state champion this past year. He's a two-sport guy. Tennessee's on the upswing in football. He had a great year in baseball last couple of years. So I don't think Tennessee will throw the towel in if they was to lose. But again, they're battling until the end against Alabama and Georgia until Saturday.
Yeah, and we'll find out on Saturday at 4:15 p.m. Eastern. Be here right on the On3 YouTube page to find out where four-star wide receiver Amari Jefferson is going to college. Thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for me. And remember to check out all the videos on the On3 YouTube page.